If Axeltos thinks that DEM GIRLZ is a heavy favorite here, then PSG is in quite some amount of trouble, huh, Waller?
For Axeltos to give us a dedicated opinion that he's going to stick to and not be like, but PSG can do some things, like for him to just be like, no, DEM GIRLZ, good luck PSG.
Well, I mean, it's hard to blame him. In the last series, Chaussette and Fruity both had big old goose eggs in the goal column. Farah, the only player to score, he only scored 2 goals last series. And then Gibbs was talking about even the 0-second opportunity that they had to maybe tie it up and force overtime. PSG just on offense was struggling big time.
Yeah, they did start to wake up in Game 3, but it just too little too late. I mean, they had some good contests and some challenges, and that's really where it starts, is in that midfield. They need to find a way to apply that pressure, and that's something that this DEM GIRLZ team with Metzanaris as the addition has been doing a phenomenal job of, making sure to get up early and often.
Now we have kickoff in game number 1, DEM GIRLZ. Fresh off that win from Complexity, where they looked very good, led by iIgnite and his scoring prowess, going up against a PSG team that was absolutely struggling in their first series of the day.
Both teams involved in a sweep. Opposite results.
And now, iIgnite trying to push this ball downfield, blocked by Chaussette. Fruity hitting it upfield. Another hit from Fruity, that's going to push it up. Now Metza taking control. He's going for another touch, just enough boost to almost make a play.
Confident touches here early already on. Both Remco and Metz going for that one. A little bit dangerous, especially if something like that comes out. I like the demo play from Farah to clear it up. Allows them to bring it back down the other way.
Now a hit from iIgnite, that's going to put it into the corner, another pinch. Now Chaussette clearing it across the back. Ball hit off the ceiling, Farah downfield. Fruity getting challenged by Remco. Remco off the wall, Farah there to challenge, but Metza also there. Not much boost in the corner for Remco. Chaussette turns on this ball. He's going to send it across. Now again, ball floating upwards. DEM GIRLZ fighting off this attack from PSG.
A lot of it capable because of a shot. What is that from Fruity? Coming in strong. You saw him get that corner boost, and as soon as Farah plays that across, he sweeps right back in.
Heads up play from Fruity.
Now, to check back, recognizes that he's going to be the first one there and puts a beautiful one on target. So far, though, from this DEM GIRLZ team, a lot of double commits, actually, from Metz and Remco, kind of overlapping here.
And that's a big goal for PSG, just to break out of that mindset. Fruity held scoreless last series, now being the first to get off the board on a very good passing play from PSG, so looking like a different team already. Chaussette. Downfield, that one, iIgnite getting in the way of that. iIgnite pushing it down, Metzanaris waiting. Going for the shot now, and that one blocked by Fruity. Remco with the follow-up, Farah getting in the way. Now Fruity, downfield, iIgnite gets that save.
For him to cheat up and get that played over the top of him, to get back and recover in time. Good hustle coming out from iIgnite.
Now ball hit very hard by Metza, gets it by Farah as well. Last defender back, Chaussette. He takes his time, flicks it by one. Remco with the strong shot. That's going to find the back of the net. And DEM GIRLZ tie it up at 1 apiece.
iIgnite doing a good job here. He forces the flick from Chaussette. That little bit extra time allows Remco to get to it first. Even iIgnite following up afterwards. Just trying to get in the face, just block out the goalie's sight, even go for a bump. Just taking care and going for that little bit extra.
And both iIgnite and a member of PSG cheating up very close on that kickoff. iIgnite getting another block. Good play from him, but he's out of boost now. Fruity. Now Remco off the backboard. Awkward ball for Chaussette. He has to leave it there. Chance for Metza. Metza takes his time, and Chaussette gets in the way. Follow-up. That one floating high. Farah is able to get that out of the zone.
Something to pay attention to as well is how iIgnite has the ability to play that straight back across his body. He's done it plenty of times. Carpet mentioned it as well on the desk. How the heck does he get that angle? And the ability for him to air roll to kind of stop the momentum and then jump straight forward, even though he's moving to his left. But it doesn't matter. A pass up to Remco. They put it away.
And with that, DEM girls take the lead. Remco, good hustle from him, getting that challenge and then in position to secure that goal. That one was not on target. Remco with a very good touch there, just cleanly finishing it off.
It's a beautiful thing to see this DEM girls team play this fast. It's just so reminiscent. I cannot blame Carpet for mentioning Maestro at the desk.
Remco?
Maestro.
Maestro?
Yeah, he mentioned Maestro on accident because he was reminiscing and it slipped up. But it's really reminiscent of those days, man.
And it's great to see all three players still in the RLCS on separate teams.
Right.
Breezy, Maestro on Complexity. Maestro on Fnatic. And now a chance. The equalizer. Fruity puts this one in for PSG with 1:06 left. PSG tying it up.
Fruity just had a great place on that backboard, and then the follow-up from Farah. Farah's kind of been the proponent that's keeping them in it. Last series for the day for them too. Just very fast decisions coming across. The ability to follow that up as soon as that backboard ball hits. Fruity just happens to still be there. He's like, all right, I guess I'll put it in.
Now 1 minute left on the clock, all tied up. Fruity trying to get a bump. Farah to Chaussette. Chaussette off the backboard. Farah taking his time, but took too much time. Metz is able to get back and get the ball out of harm's way. Now Fruity getting challenged by Remco. Ignite up, clears downfield. Farah. Now Ignite misses his hit. Metza off the backboard. That one's going to go down. Dangerous ball. Remco. That one going wide.
Well, we saw it in the stats at the beginning of the game. Only 11% shooting for Remco. It was mentioned he wants to see what else they can do if he puts those shots on net, and that could have been the difference maker. Had a chance to put it top right, but it goes wide. 10 seconds remain.
Now, DEM girls having to fight off a counterattack. Ignite over there at Demo. That's going to relieve some pressure, and we're going into overtime in game number 1.
Great way to start it off, and this is what PSG needs. They've been struggling, but they're able to maintain a little bit more offense than what we've seen previously. Carrying on from their loss against Flipside earlier on. Making adjustments, a lot of it though having to do with Chaussette. His involvement, his touches have been a lot better, even though that one's a little bit dangerous.
Chaussette racing downfield. Now Fruity has some time. Not the greatest hit, but Fair is able to follow it up, push it downfield. Chaussette down to Ignite. Ignite into the corner. Fruity hard off the backboard, but that's denied by Ignite. Chaussette there. Strong pop going up and a miss from Metza. That could be an open net. Farah takes advantage and he secures game number 1 for PSG.
Yeah, unfortunately for Remco, initially when he trapped that to bring it downfield, he couldn't catch up to the ball, so it falls into the hands of PSG. And then the mistake immediately afterwards on that back wall, it opens up an opportunity for PSG and they take it. Going up first here in the series.
And Axel Toss must have the kiss of death, saying that this was going to be pretty one-sided. And
you
now
don't want Axel Toss anywhere near me with those lips.
Coming in to game number 1, PSG surprising everybody.
You guys can't see that pose on stage, but that was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, Axel Toss, mimicking that infamous kiss of death that he can bestow. Come on, do it. Come on. Oh, there it is.
The best part, he was like on one foot and his hands were out like an airplane. It was great.
Unfortunately for DEM girls, though, it was working to full effect. DEM girls falling in game number 1 to PSG. Fruity getting on the board. 2 goals from him, but another big goal from Farah, that overtime goal.
Yeah, really well played, too, at the end. Just that patient, reserved kind of style. Their challenges have been a lot better, even though they are applying a little bit more aggression, especially Farah, which has been great for them. They aren't over-exaggerating it. A lot of times with PSG is they did have this really big like solo queue mentality where they're like, just send the house, we'll make it happen. And they've been a little bit more reserved. They're sitting back on defense and changing those challenges by being more of a smarter decision. And you saw that. Even though Remco's trying to control pace, he's just sitting there waiting. He's like, all right, put it right back in and reapply that pressure, and it works out. So they're cleaning it up. It's good.
And PSG,
right
especially their passing plays. You know, even out of the gate, that Chaussette pass to Fruity was very, very good. That was something we didn't see any of against Flipside, but now they're bringing it out against DEM girls. Game number 2. Metza in the corner, or on the sidewall rather. Now trying to push that into the corner. No boost, he's gonna have to retreat. Ignite. Now Ignite again, hits that down. Remco has some space. Remco chasing that ball down. Ignite up the wall. Now he's gonna go for another hit. Chaussette on the back wall, sends it to safety. But Remco, again with the follow-up. Farah and Fruity both up. Chaussette, a lot of time and space, but now Remco challenging him. Chaussette gets it by both. Now, numbers advantage for PSG. Remco hitting it downfield. Farah hits it right back to Remco. Chance for Ignite. Ignite trying to force it through. Remco off the post as well, but Metza is there, and DEM girls get the first goal of game 2.
You just have to appreciate how well Metznaris' patience pays off here. He's watching both those players chase it downfield, and he has the ability to kind of interject at any time. But rather than doing that, he just sits back. But he's still moving when that happens. So when the opportunity presents itself, he's still going to be the first one there. Really well done by Metz. He's adding a lot to this team, but again, Ignite's pace leading the charge for DEM girls.
Now Metza at half, coming off the wall, trying to get a second block, but Chaussette forces it by. Remco also getting challenged by Chaussette. Farah. That ball coming out. Metza handles it. Ignite turning on the back wall to deal with it. Right to Chaussette. Chaussette, he had Farah in the middle, but didn't get it to him. Now Ignite opting not to challenge that, and Fruity will make him pay.
A lot of it, though, because of Farah. Watch how he makes his touch. Pops it up after one, immediately goes to the goalie and cuts off Ignite. That little bit of confusion opens up an opportunity. But the big one between these two teams, the first thing to look at, as soon as that challenge happens, watch who's going to be the one to meet the ball first. In most cases, it has been DEM girls, but as time has progressed, it's slowly swaying actually over to PSG. They're meeting the ball first after the initial challenge.
And again, PSG in a very similar situation to Fnatic, where they desperately need a win. Now Chaussette coming in hot, and that one getting finished off by Fruity. He was cherry picking.
See that ball bounce out middle. He sets up the initial pass, but ends up missing. But man, is he there for the recovery. That's what you need out of a third man. Chaussette sitting back and able to play it right back in, even though there's a mistake. Getting away with that one.
Again, you know, just like we saw with Fnatic and them flipping a switch, bringing out the offense. Same thing happening with PSG.
Well, if you don't do it now, pretty much done for the season, what it feels like.
Chaussette going up to challenge Metza. Remco getting beat to the ball by Farah. Ignite puts the ball back into the blue half, but Fruity there to push it back into the orange. Now Remco back. Fruity downfield. Farah misses his touch. Chaussette trying to help him. Farah gets full boost. Now Remco got messed up there by Chaussette. Ignite up the wall. A touch from him sends it out far, and Fruity's going to be the first to get there. Remco into the corner, challenges it again. Chaussette with the block, going for a second touch, but Metza gets the win. Now Metza pushing it up to Farah. Ignite to Remco. DEM girls working very hard to try to get this ball out of their half. And now a chance for Farah, open net. Ignite not able to get the save. He was close, but Farah, his shot just too powerful, and now 3-1 for PSG.
All of this created because of the spacing from PSG. You mentioned it, Fruity been able to be the first one to get up in the air to challenge that. And it has to do with the way that they're positioning themselves. They're not overlapping. They're making sure that every angle of the field is covered. And most of the time, because of that, boost on rotation has been really clean. They're all boosted up, ready to go. They're able to shove it down the throat of DEM girls. And now up by 2 with a lot of time still left. But it just seems to be the onslaught is starting to pick up.
And a big challenge from Fruity. Fruity has come alive this series. And now Fruity getting the bump as well. Metza has to get that one clear. Pinched it on the crossbar. Now Metza off backboard. Remco opts to just stay on the ground. Ignite taking his time. Going for the pass. Remco's up. He's there, and he missed it. That was a golden opportunity for DEM GIRLZ. Remco certainly wanting that one back. Now ignite. Fruity with the hit. ignite retreating, gives Fruity space. Fruity is going to try to poke that one in. ignite clears it over to Remco, who gets a long clear. But ignite, he's been given a lot of space to this PSG offense, perhaps because it's low boost, but still a lot of space given.
Seems like it's actually on purpose. They're allowing him to expend all that boost to move downfield. But rather than challenging it early and then having the follow-up be in DEM GIRLZ's favor because he is so close to his teammate, instead they're letting him come in. They're creating that space on purpose, so when the challenge happens, PSG's the closest to the ball.
Now Metza gets it by Fruity. Chassette over to Fruity. Chassette again chasing this one down. Farah right on his heels. Ball stuck in the corner. And that's going to be it with the 2-goal lead. It doesn't matter if we see a 0-second goal now. PSG take game number 2. And that's official. They do it. DEM GIRLZ now just 1 game away from being swept by PSG.
See Axetos on the desk debating, is it actually a real kiss of death? What's happening? I was so confident for once in one of my picks. And now this happens. DEM GIRLZ struggling almost. But credit to PSG. They kept it within 1 in the first game, and they're slowly starting to make it more prevalent. Denying ignite pretty much altogether in that match, and it's simply by just giving him the space that he wants. So he's playing it really fast, but by just backing off a little bit, forcing him in, he's creating that space with his teammates, and the follow-up from PSG just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, you said it. You mentioned ignite. He was a huge factor in their win earlier today for DEM GIRLZ. And ignite, he hasn't really been present in the offense so far for DEM GIRLZ. On the other hand, Fruity, who was non-existent in the first series, he has really stepped up for PSG.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 2 goals, 3 saves, and a shot for him. So obviously one of those not technically registering because he's getting some help from the teammates. But
well, I mean, it was one of them was just a point-blank finish. And when you're that close to the net, sometimes those shots, they're just too quick.
It out, yeah.
So it's shooting 200% in that game, but still, still very good presence from Fruity and hitting big shots as well.
Yeah, a lot of it,
gave him space
even before his shots. I think it's his challenges too. Like he is getting in the face of this team and shutting down clears left and right. And it's forcing DEM GIRLZ to have to make a little bit more conscious decision on where they want to place the ball downfield. But even though they feel like they're clearing it into open field, someone in that midfield, and in most cases it is Fruity when he starts to sweep back in, is shutting it down and playing it right back in. I said right back in way too many times there.
Well, we're right back in it.
Thank you. I was waiting for that.
Game number 3.
Glad I could set you up there, James. Put words in your mouth.
Appreciate it. Now PSG eSports just 1 game away from their first win of the season. Farah getting challenged by Metza. Now Chassette down into the DEM GIRLZ half. ignite and Metza both in the same spot. Fruity with a touchdown to Farah. Farah trying to take control. That was very dangerous. The dunk almost going in. Hitting crossbar. ignite. Trying to find Remco. Remco coming off the wall. The shot, that one easily handled by Chassette. Farah. Fruity. Didn't get that touch. Now Chassette. A chance for him. Can he shoot it? He does, but that one saved from ignite.
A lot of saves from ignite have been last-second touch.
Oh, now a good chance for Chassette, but instead of getting a shot, he went for the backboard pass. Perhaps he should have been a little more greedy there. Now Metza with a shot attempt of his own, and he won't miss. DEM GIRLZ take the lead.
Rather than the direct approach, watch how ignite plays this one. Rather than shooting, he plays it right back over to his teammate. There is no way Farah can react that in time. Using that space to his advantage. The best players learn to adapt. ignite is doing exactly that.
Yeah, very good play from Remco to set up that pass over to Metza, or ignite rather. But Metza, he really did have just a phenomenal shot there. Now Fruity. Leaves behind, gets the bump of Remco in net, forcing Metza to come in and make the play. Remco now with one touch. Farah hits it up the side, Metza racing to it. Center ball from him, iGnite misses, net's wide open, but Fruity didn't put that on target. Probably did not recognize the net was open quick enough.
It was just a really awkward touch. That ball shot straight up and backwards to the right.
And now a chance for Farah. That one would have been another fantastic chance for him to put one in, but he missed the shot. The PSG still generating opportunities. Farah trying to dribble it past one. Chaussette gets the shot attempt. All three players going for it. Remco gets the save. Now Fruity misses. Chaussette over to Fruity. Fruity's going to center this ball back, but Metza with the long clear. Now good center ball from iGnite. Farah is able to get that long clear as well. Remco down into the middle, dangerous ball that could bounce down. It does, but iGnite on the backboard denies it. Fruity going for another block, but Metza gets it by him. Farah getting dunked on as well by Metzenara, so Metza relieving a lot of pressure on that attack from PSG.
Great play as well by Chaussette. He's facing a 1v2 in that corner. Gets the boost, plays it up, and straight back out. Handles that pressure well.
Now Remco had to deny that backward bounce. He does, but Farah coming in, dropping that one down. iGnite making some plays happen, trying to get this ball out of the DEM girls half. Fruity pops it up. Farah, he's there. Taps it by Remco. iGnite comes in, clears it into the corner and gets another hit. And another hit downfield. iGnite, an excellent job from him, getting that ball cleared.
Huge that Farah got underneath that and over that player. If that challenge happens, that's a whole lot of boost wasted and nothing in the back.
Farah, first touch on the wall, sets himself up for a clear. A miss from Metza. Fruity has control. The pass, but Farah was too close. Chaussette wasn't, but that's going to be too high. And now Farah racing back, going up against iGnite. Ball kicks out into the middle. Another ball kicking out into the middle. Chance for Farah. Farah up to Fruity. Fruity doesn't get a touch as Remco clears it to the side. Now Remco down the sidewall. Fruity misses his hit. iGnite with a dunk. That one dangerously close. Now Metza has control. Fruity coming in to challenge. Metza, center ball. Farah has to clear it. Remco and DEM girls, they're getting very close. Starting to put the screws to this PSG defense.
Oh, with only 25 seconds left. They're just trying to hold on. This is match point for PSG.
But now final 20 seconds. PSG still down by one, but their attack is strong. Fruity had a chance, but Remco got in the way. And then confusion there by Chaussette and Farah. Farah's gonna pop it up to Fruity. Fruity with the touch. Metza trying to take his time. He doesn't have much boost. This is the final attack for PSG. That one gonna find Remco. He just lets it hit the ground, and DEM girls take a very, very low scoring game, 1-0.
Yeah, it looked like Chaussette at the end there had an opportunity when he played that up, but it just ends up pinching really far down. It looked like he wanted to go for an air dribble instead. Done that, a couple players from his team would have been able to back him up and maybe given them a chance, but for DEM girls to hold on with only one goal that they scored relatively early, not an easy
goodness,
feat.
look at the stats, Lawler. Do you mind reading those off?
For Fruity? Ow.
I mean, it was rough, but look at PSG. Look at the amount of shots they had. DEM girls only had 3 shots.
I mean, efficiency.
I'll take 10 shots for PSG.
I'll take 33% shooting accuracy.
Outshot 10-3, forcing 9 saves out of DEM girls. PSG only has 1 registered, so that was just a nail-biter. DEM girls just getting that lead and holding on to it. PSG, they had a few chances there, but again, it was just a situation where the ball floating up into the middle, they just failed to make contact.
Which is interesting because that was the difficulty they had in the games that they lost earlier on, where the shots, Remco and the rest weren't, specifically like iGnite had a bunch of last-second chances that he was like, okay, I got it, but it ends up going back into his own net anyway. So cleaning up the rotations a little bit on defense. Now they just have to be able to bring it back downfield and maintain that offense.
Well, they got this first game. They're going to need 2 more. DEM girls starting to fight their way back. We almost saw a reverse sweep last series. We'll have to see one here. Fruity against Metza, ball popping out into the middle. Remco misjudged it, but iGnite was there. iGnite trying to get that ball to Remco. He does. Remco off the backboard. Chaussette will deny it. A big hit from Fruity there, and a response from iGnite, but now Chaussette up to Farah. Metza he missed it, and a chance for Farah. Had Farah put that on target, surely that would have been in.
Yeah, you got two sitting on the backboard and one contesting for an aerial. You play that down and low, good luck jumping off and trying to make that save.
So again, PSG with some very good passing plays, but their shooting just not coming to fruition. Farah across the field. Fruity is going to put that off the backboard. iGnite waiting for another challenge from Fruity. Farah. iGnite comes off the wall. Remco stays on it. Fruity off the corner, going for a second hit, and that one messed up Farah. Farah had the read to take the shot, so a slight miscommunication for PSG.
Yeah, unfortunately, not sure if that touch was intentional to play it back. And he saw Chaussette start to cheat up for it, but good play by him to recognize, like, this is trouble, and just immediately backs off. Benefit of that, they both get boosted up. And the offense from PSG still attacking, as this DEM GIRLZ team having a lot of difficulty trying to clear it out of their own half.
I mean, last game, they were outshot 10-3. 9 saves had to come out of the DEM GIRLZ defense.
No more than 2 seconds it goes past that midfield, they launch it right back in.
PSG,
and
again, yes, keeping this attack on, and that ball is gonna go the full distance of the field. Chaussette, a long ranger, and that'll be the first goal of the game for PSG.
Trying to think who went up. It was iGnite actually in the midfield, just ran out of boost. Based upon where he was jumping from, he knew he was the last one back and had to try something. But even from his approach, if he did have boost, probably wouldn't have been able to get a touch on it. Fortunate mistake for them, getting caught off guard, but that's the benefit of applying that siege-style offense. As soon as you go to clear down, it gets pushed right back in. Eventually, you're going to run out of boost.
Now Farah. Hitting it down to iGnite. He takes control, taps it by Chaussette as well. Fruity to the side. Remco got bumped by Chaussette, but now Metzenar is there putting a shot on target, and iGnite comes in to redirect that one into the back of the net. We're all tied up.
Yeah, it looked like he had that save, but a great touch ends up going right across the middle, and iGnite swoops in to make the shot. All starts, though, with Fruity. That initial touch just kind of rolls off and dishes it right to DEM GIRLZ. Stakes prevalent here, James. Just a matter of who can capitalize on it.
Did you say steaks?
Mistakes.
Okay, I was going to say.
I'm kind of hungry, though. Steak sounds pretty good.
We had meatloaf today. No steaks.
Still thinking about the meatloaf, huh?
It was good meatloaf.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Now chance. Chaussette. The PSG offense has been strangling, but somehow DEM GIRLZ has continued to hold off the attack for the most part. Farah, another chance for him to get a touch. He didn't get much of a great touch trying to get that ball into the middle, but a chance. Chaussette over to Fruity, but Remco gets the save. Now Farah off the sidewall. Remco cut him off, and a dunk from Remco on Fruity. Ball sent downfield from Chaussette. Metza touches it down. And a big challenge win right there. A demo from Chaussette. 2v3. Farah, that one getting blocked, and now the respawn coming back. iGnite on the back of the wall. He's going to go for another hit here. Over to Metza. Farah gets the block, going for a dunk, and he barely missed that one. And Fruity, that net was open had he put that on target. We've seen a few chances where Fruity's had to make just a split-second hit and had an open net, but just wasn't able to find his accuracy.
Yeah, I don't know what's been going on in the past couple of games. He was so fluid at the very beginning. Challenges and shots otherwise. Just for some reason, the past game and a half, roughly, touches have been a little bit sloppy. It just doesn't seem like he can maintain the control on the ball.
Oh, and a chance for Remco trying to drop that down, but Chaussette got in the way. Now Metza hits it down to Farah, who gets a clear.
Good shot.
And a flick from Remco. Looked like he also got that corner boost as well. Metza Off the sidewall. Chassette with a challenge. Remco needs a good hit here. Doesn't get the best of hits. Shot coming in from Farah, blocked by iGnite. Final 30 seconds. Chassette with the challenge. Fruity up. Fruity over to Farah. Farah. Ball still in this DEM girls half. Remco completely out of boost, and Chassette with just 15 seconds left on the clock slams it by the final defender. PSG take the lead.
Unbelievable one boost that I can do. Chassette goes to that top left corner and takes that at about 35 seconds. As soon as the ball gets cleared down, there's someone back and they push it right back in, and PSG starts the attack. One after another, they get that rotation down again, steal the boost again, and like you said at the end, no boost, can't do anything. And PSG now trying to close this one out.
Final seconds. They need to get there, and no! The ball touches the ground in game 4, and look at that